what too many people deny. But it is actually 100 real, that there is a deep state. I think there's some misunderstanding of what that means, and some won't even give you a definition when asked. But, basically, it's the people that are in non-elected positions of power in government, defense agencies, and various three-letter agencies. These people are able to stay in their positions long enough, and at high enough positions, that they coordinate with others like them in order to influence things more than elected positions can. De-fictional in basis, but people are too entrenched in their ways to admit they've been engaging in behavior which, without the socially acceptable lens of popular religions, is disturbingly cult-like. Kneel when instructed. Engage in these rituals. Limit your diet arbitrarily. Give us money as frequently as you can. We'll use it better than you. Don't question, just believe. The theory of evolution. Theory in this context meaning the highest level accepted explanation for a phenomenon, agreed on by overwhelming evidence from a multitude of disciplines. Other theories include the theory of gravity, germ theory, and plate tectonic theory, all of which required similarly overwhelming evidence to be called theory. Communism doesn't work. We have so many horrible examples as how it doesn't work in our human history. Still, there's always a group who doesn't know history that think it is what we need. No, we don't. Please read, educate yourself, or at least watch YouTube shorts about it. English is not my first language. Edit for spelling. Those in America who consider themselves right do not know what socialism actually is. For them it is simply a trigger word used by those in power to give the impression of bad and the boogeyman. They are taught that it is bad, and end up voting against their own interests because of this. Moon landings. Imagine the Soviet Union letting us bullshit that. They watched it all happen and sent congratulations when it was complete. And beyond that, we can still see the shit we left there because it doesn't go anywhere. It's a conspiracy theory with absolutely no teeth. Ads work on everyone. I had someone try to argue that YouTube banning ad block actually hurts YouTube more because they aren't going to buy the stuff they see on ads. The main issue with this argument is not every ad is trying to get you to buy something directly from a website. That heating our buildings in winter is causing the earth to warm, and I don't mean from the emissions. Millions, no billions of efficient sources of heat that didn't exist 100 years ago. Nobody wants to give me the time of day when I say this. People have stopped caring these days. We've become so desensitized. No one blinks an eye when war or crime appears on the news. Bystanders even walk past assaults and muggings like it's just another Wednesday in the neighborhood. Our youth down an extremely negative path which will result in destruction of one's psychology, view of relationships, and most importantly will be either a small or big catalyst to a cycle of abuse. That big farmers can make bad vaccines. It's okay to be doubtful. Just remember Purdue Pharma and the shit show that scarred many people. Vaccines are great, but I wouldn't want to be the first one to get it. MK Ultra by the CIA. For a long time it was a conspiracy, but it was officially released these events were true, with attempting to create sleeper agents through use of LSD to unsuspecting people. Sugarcane grows exactly the same speed regardless of what it is planted on in Minecraft. Yes, it's been settled by the code. Yes. There really are people who still think one of them is faster. Multiple sclerosis MS. How anyone thinks the destruction of the myelin sheath on nerve tissue and subsequent damage to the rest of the body is not real, I still can't figure out. Loads of folks shrug off climate change, yet it's munching away at our planet like termites in wood. Might a sense start small, maybe bike more and drive less. Tiny changes stack up. Reader opinions do not reflect the real world. Also, the vast majority of users on the large subs are fake or bots. 15 million users. and never more than 3,000 online at once. That 95 of the shit you see on any hot-button social issue is out of context propaganda that is designed to push a narrative and is only partially accurate at best. That many people never find love that lasts and are destined to spend most of their life feeling lonely and eventually die with regret and despair. That we're controlled by extraterrestrial beings, reptilians, and that they've influenced our leaders for as long as humanity exists. All of the moon landings, they are 100 real. NASA's achievement was incredible, and it's completely wrong to say it was faked. Vaccines are very important and don't cause autism. The world is not flat. Genesis does what Nintendo. It's always tail time. The placebo effect. Dreams are weird. The electromagnetic spectrum's effect on the human mind. This trifecta. That social media is a cancer to the mental health of people. It's a huge problem, but many people don't think it's true. That they are judgmental. They totally are. It's okay, it's normal. A survival instinct, even it's fine to be judgmental. Propaganda, war crimes, climate change, the fucking planet being a globe-ish mashed potato looking thingy, evolution. That you, yes you reader, will die. Being in an individualistic me-first culture distracts us from this. People aren't evil, hateful, or idiots just because they have a different political view than you do. Porn and its demonstrably negative impacts on a user's psychology, sexuality, and relationships. That taking Adderall or Vyvanse every day is an amphetamine addiction no matter who gave it to you. We hate poor people, despise them. We have to make it their fault or we can't buy nice things. Lab-grown diamonds. So many think they're just cubic zirconia when it's literally a diamond. Obesity isn't exclusively a result of laziness and gluttony. That the Rothschilds pay this fucking game to uprank me every time I activate a booster. That Joe Biden is too old to be the president, and that the alternative is not Trump. The existence of gnolls. I've met a fair few people who don't believe they exist. Ads work. The idea isn't always to sell you the item, but to plant a brain bug. Religion is bullshit made to control people and extort money out of them. There are stupid people everywhere. It's not purely an American thing. Till who say I don't give a fuck, unknowingly give the most no or fucks. J6 insurrection. How do they describe it? Just another tourist day. No matter when, no matter where. There have always been queer people. Big ass trucks and SUVs in general are unnecessary. Most of the time. 75 years old and up is too old to be president of the United States. That Trump lost in 2020. Yet, there are millions who think otherwise. That stinky ass fart they just ripped in my car with the windows up. The truth can be grey. And sometimes there is no right answer. Evolution by natural selection is frequently denied by people. That sorting by controversial in this thread is the best sort. That good-looking people have a noticeable advantage in life. If it is happening to someone else, it can happen to you. Climate change and how quickly it can destroy the world. Donald Trump is an idiot who's going to destroy America. That most often people are actually afraid and lonely. If you eat meat you're paying and funding animal abuse. Bigfoot. One of those 30 shows will find him one day. Holocaust. It's baffling how people can deny this.